You get 10% commissions on a $50 thing. You got $5. At some point, I should just make my own $50 product and keep all the commissions. At what point does it make sense to be an affiliate compared to just going off and selling more of my own stuff? In this, I'm going to share with you guys more about how I actually choose the right product to affiliate for. After we know the customer, after we know the market, choosing the right product is the cornerstone of being successful with this. So here's the criteria. Write these down. There's 5 of them. The first thing is I want to affiliate for companies with a notable brand size. If they're not a big company already, I'm really hesitant. And the reason is because if they're big, it means the customers are easier to sell because there already is a brand that the market knows about, right? If I'm trying to sell a product that no one's ever seen before from a company that no one's ever seen before, that stacks cards against me. But if it's a big business or at least something that's notable and known, right? And now I'm showing a product they haven't seen from a company or at least a name that's somewhat viable or at least kind of known. I mean, that really makes selling a lot easier. Plus, what's cool about that is it means that the company I'm affiliating for likely already has success stories that I can pull from when I'm building the funnel. I'll show you that in a bit. It also means that after the sale, the post-purchase support and fulfillment is usually better. Number 2, I want to affiliate for products with recurring commissions. It takes just as much work to sell something for $10,000 as it does for $10. So if I got to go do all this work for someone that's going to pay me $1, I look at that and I'm like, oh crap, I should have put that in front of something that could have paid me, if not high ticket, then at least recurring. I want to get paid on sales more than once. Right? I want that MRR, that sweet MRR. About 4 or 5 years ago, there was a moment that I walked out of my office and I looked around the room and I just got so depressed because I was like, holy crap, I have 7 in-house employees and like another 8 virtual, whether they're VAs or 1099s or employees. And it hit me. I was like, I don't make any money until I've crossed $150,000 a month. That was my hard cost of running that business. And the thing that was the hardest part about it is that I had no recurring revenue. Sometimes when I've built a business that doesn't have natural recurring revenue, where I get it from is by being an affiliate for things that have recurring commissions. So I'll blend the two so that I have a more sustainable structure in my own company. Number 3, I want to affiliate for companies with upsells. There's a lot of companies that have asked me to come be an affiliate for them. And they're like, we'll give you 30% of the first bill. I'm like, And then there's no upsells. And so I start doing the math and I'm like, do you realize that's not that exciting? If there's no kind of upsells, there's no high ticket stuff, there's no recurring revenue. You can almost sum it up right now and just call it one-offs. If there's just that one-off commission, there better be a crazy reason for me to say yes to affiliating for something that's a one-off. And I have before, like if there's a trip that I want to go on, hey, for the next 3 months, the top affiliates over the next 3 months, they're going to, the top 20, we're going to pay to go on this crazy cool yacht thing. I've done that because it's unique. All right. And I wanted the experience. I always go for the recurring and I go for things that have upsells. This means you can get more commissions up front. And this also means that they have data like average cart value, cost per acquisition. If a company doesn't have that data when I ask them, it tells me that they're not really in the mindset of a direct response marketer, and it's going to be so much harder to work with them. I want to affiliate for companies who produce their own marketing. And I've kind of already talked about this, but the biggest thing that you fight when you're an affiliate marketer is it's actually a huge disadvantage if you're the only voice trying to sell the product. If the main company themselves isn't even publishing content or doing ads or doing DMs, then I'm more like a sales team instead of an affiliate, and it's way harder. I want the main brand. This stacks cards in my favor. I want the main brand that I'm affiliating for to also be making noise. Otherwise, at some point, it just makes more sense for me to go sell my own products and not theirs. Last one here. Authenticity comes through your marketing and sales material like crazy. I don't promote anything I don't personally believe in. And you'd be shocked how unique that is. Let me give you some examples on this. What tends to happen when a company comes to you and says, will you be my affiliate? Is they say, here's the commissions. Here you go. Very few companies show me that they do have upsells, right? Very few companies can tell me what the earnings per click are. It tells me they have no upsells, and it tells me that there's no opportunity for me to create extra income. Let me tell you what I mean by this, okay? So this is our Build Your Perfect funnel. It's a challenge that we run, and I want you to read the numbers. The price of the challenge is $47. We give $47. We just pass all of it off to the affiliate. Okay. On the next page, on the upsell, the product is $197 and they get a 30-day trial to School of Money. Well, we give $100 to the affiliate. These are all examples. Sometimes we update these things as we go, but this is what I'm looking for when I am going and choosing whether or not to promote. So check that out. Wow, $100. So if someone buys, you get $100 off the top. Plus, this is a trial to our $297 a month. We give our affiliates 30% of that every month, but it's not just that. I also get the $100. On the next upsell, $500. Right? We tend to do like a 30% across the top on everything, regardless, right? Whether it's one-off or subscription. Now, the potential earnings, let's say somebody bought everything inside the funnel. That person's going to get $296 plus $89.10 a month. Now, what should I do with this $300? Well, I'm going to take that $300 and I can either pocket it, or as an affiliate, I can go dump it into more marketing materials, right? And more ads if you're going to run ads or whatever. I'm going to dump it into marketing so that I just keep the front door going. Now this is a self-selling machine. Bam, 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 bam. I'm taking the one-off cash and dumping it back through the front, and I'm making my money and my living off the recurring. Big companies want affiliates. So they won't only just entice you now with commissions. They're enticing people with prizes and trips, right? That's definitely one of the ways that I'll choose what to go promote for. Companies have these slush funds, money that they set aside when new sales come in that is meant for spoiling the sales team. We got pitched one last month. There's a dude that's in our kitchen and he was like, we want you to go promote for this. I'm not going to tell you what it is. We want you to go promote for this thing. And we're so excited because this year, if you only hit this really low threshold in bringing in sales for the business, right? Basically an affiliate, we're going to take everyone to Rome. Everything's paid for, super bougie. And that's when Marley and I were like, let's go, baby, right? Like the commission should have already been the reason for people to move forward, but it's just not the way it works. Anyone who's done any kind of sales, like even as a door-to-door sales guy, it's so funny because my trainer would wake up in the morning and be like, all right, the person with the most sales today, I'm going to buy them 5 movie tickets to the movie of their choice this weekend. And funny enough, that's why people got out of bed and like started selling like crazy. Like you're going to find that this is a common pattern in the affiliate marketing world, but if you actually can do some really cool crap because of it. Hey guys, let's go ahead and stop there. That's a lot. This link right here has all of the resources. MakeAffiliatesGreatAgain.com/links. And then another good place to look though also is our affiliate program, because it's got all those swipes inside of it. We use a software called First Promoter for that. So when you guys go get your affiliate link to promote our stuff, if you choose to, no pressure. Inside though, that's where the other swipes are. Now, to help you guys set up with this stuff again, MakeAffiliatesGreatAgain.com/build-along. We just want you to take a chance on us and we'll go and make it right by you. And we'll start by going and doing this Launchpad piece to get the tech stack off of your head. And even if you are a techie, there's a lot of stuff that we can do and share with you that you may not be using and utilizing to the full tech experience. So anyway, we'd love to have you guys. MakeAffiliatesGreatAgain.com/build-along.